Hey everybody, Jamin Shively here. Wanted to give a brief introduction to the topic of software for collective intelligence. So I like to think of ICCI in many ways as sort of the Homebrew computer club of collective intelligence. And I'll be sure to include a link to that. So the Homebrew Computer Club, the basic idea was, this was at the dawn of the personal computer revolution. It was before, anything had really been released, or it was around the time that, the Altair, was first released, which was a super clunky, personal computer. And, it worked, but it was super clunky. Let's just leave it at that. And, the Homebrew Computer Club in the Silicon Valley was this hub where people who were working on different aspects of hardware and software and memory and processors and you name it, video displays, keyboard inputs, you name it, they were all coming together to kind of figure out how to cobble their different components together. It was sort of like stone soup. It was the stone soup of the personal computer revolution. And out of that stone soup emerged, out of this primordial stone soup emerged Apple. That was a direct byproduct of, the Homebrew Computer Club. So by analogy, ICCI seeks to be the Homebrew Computer Club of collective intelligence, out of which a stone soup process happens, within which a stone soup process happens, or many of which happen, and out of the primordial stone soup of collective intelligence will emerge, the apple of collective intelligence in whatever form, right? And it doesn't really matter so much what specific form it takes, I believe, as long as it contains enough of the core principles which are abundant in support of an exponentially growing collective intelligence. So with that as the context, let's get some really good open source software development gurus to and kind of pick their brains a bit, share with them what we're up to, and say, hey, we'd like to do all this open source style, right? So, who do you know who has experience in open source development? It has kind of a grand vision of the space and what's, what the latest is and kind of where it's going, and who we should invite who might be interested in applying their open source genius to saving our planet through collective intelligence, right? All right. So that's the call to action, and look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thanks so much.